A pivotal game for both programs. ACC play is here, and we are absolutely here for it. Duke controls the opening tip, and their veteran, Taina Mair, running things for the Duke Blue Devils. Delaney Thomas trying to feed Toby Fournier, and immediately the double team coming from Notre Dame. They're able to slip it off to Delaney Thomas. Recognize one of those names, Vanessa de Jesus, actually played for Duke for 5 seasons now for Notre Dame. Cole's biding her time, can't get anything inside. Back out to Hidalgo as Kassan Prosper tries to repost on Mair. Sanchez from the elbow. Prosper feeding Coles in the paint. The turnaround goes. What hurt Notre Dame the most in that loss to Georgia Tech?
I thought their lack of depth was a big issue in the second half. As Georgia Tech continued to gain confidence and made some shots.
Ashlyn Jackson weaving her way through this Notre Dame defense. Takes the shot at the elbow. Because she believed in what Kara Lawson and this staff were doing, and she has stuck with it.
And I know you called Duke in the NCAA tournament last year. She had an incredible postseason, Ashlyn Jackson did. And credit Duke's defense. They've been able to keep the ball out of her hands. We know Duke as a program known for their defense. You're seeing some of that today.
How about that play by Toby Fournier?
And Courtney, and a lot of it is because of Toby Fournier and the way that...
Ooh, just got blocked by Fournier. Delaney Thomas gets to the ball.
Is that she has scored in double figures in every single game, the 80 straight. Every single game of her career. She rarely has an off night. That was one of the few field goal attempts she's had so far in this game.
Fournier. I mean, I love the ball movement right there for Duke.
Team-made baskets for the Duke Blue Devils. They are sharing the ball.
Jackson inside to Fournier. Skip pass, makes its way over to Mair for the 3, got it!
Beautiful touch pass from Riley Nelson. So well, crisp passes, quick tip passes like that one from Riley Nelson.
Thomas brought over the double team to stop her. How did she pass out of that to a waiting Hidalgo, her first points?
What a pass. Perhaps the one weak link in her game, but she knocked that one down.
And it's back-to-back threes for Duke as Riley Nelson hits in the corner. Malia Cole's sweet turnaround. Duke has hit its last 7 shots. Fournier with the rebound. Jackson calls her own number. All right.
That scream almost of relief from Ashlyn Jackson. It's been a tough non-conference, but hey, Duke's not done yet. And let's see if they can learn from that non-conference and put together a really good ACC season. Combination of size with guard-like skill. She can get...
Hidalgo the drive and the kick to Taina Mair in the middle. The Vanderbilt transfer connects. She was the only player to come off the bench in their loss to Georgia Tech in their last game. Jordan Wood, the putback. And I don't know where she came from. Taina Mair, clock winding down, pulls it, hits! Duke brought the 3 ball today.
I was not sure Taina Mair had this in her bag, but the step back knocks down the 3. What a start for the Blue Devils. Preseason top 10 team, turning that defense into offense with all the talent they have offensively. Fournier, again, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I know Notre Dame likes to play zone in general, but Duke is passing the ball so well. They're shooting the 3 so well. You've got to throw a few different things at them.
And there's a power move from Malia Coles. Most dangerous player on an inbounds play is the inbounder.
Exactly right, Courtney. And what a pass from Riley Nelson. Earlier, she knows where she's going to pass the ball before she even catches it.
Slimming in the basket, Gisela Sanchez. Rolls around and out for Vanessa de Jesus. Jordan Wood in the corner. It looked pretty coming out of her hand. Her second.
Ashlyn Jackson pushing the pace, and there is no one within 10 feet.
Just 2 turnovers today. A swish. Prosper with a clean look at the basket.
Basketball. She draws so much attention, right? Because we know the threat she is to score. She draws help side, stays under control.
Prosper working on Thomas. Santos just short on the putback, and then Delaney Thomas. Man, she's working hard on defense. Well, they got to find a second wind here because there's a lot of basketball left to be played. Toby Fournier got it back, put it in. Fournier's up to 8 points. Inside to Coles, double teamed. Swipe by Thomas. Fournier calling for it, streaking down the court. Give it up, Toby.
What a finish by Toby Fournier. Such an excellent combination of size and athleticism, able to control herself around the rim. Fournier, I thought the next evolution in her game was getting better at finishing around the rim, being more consistent at finishing. And this is a perfect.
Ashlyn Jackson just blew by Hannah Hidalgo.
And it's tough when you rely so much on one player.
Got it over to Prosper. Pretty move. Sanchez fadeaway.
Strong from Sanchez inside. I loved her patience on that play.
And Prosper will win the battle. Hidalgo inside and gets a look at the rim, a rare look in the paint. Irish can take the last shot of the half. Vanessa de Jesus. Swish at the buzzer and maybe a little momentum for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame, a 9-0 run to end the half. What a pass by Taina Mair. And the former Blue Devil hits the 3.
A Notre Dame team that's trying to bounce back after being upset by Georgia Tech on Thursday. They did in the half on a 9-0 run. Can they bring that momentum into the second half? And Hannah Hidalgo fires away and hits. They also hit 6 threes in the first half. They averaged 6 a game. Mair, 7 threes. I spoke too soon.
That is incredibly impressive. There aren't many people in the world that can say they have 2 Duke degrees and a Notre Dame degree.
Fournier cutting through the lane, gets the bucket and the damage.
To impress for Duke, and I just love how in control she is with this finish. A really good pass from Mair.
Couple of offensive rebounds here for Duke. And Delaney Thomas gets the bucket.
How about Delaney Thomas? That defensive possession on the other end and then the bucket on the offensive side.
Hidalgo can't get around Fournier, but got her own rebound.
Comes back over and is able to stop Coles, and then offensively scoring at the rim. We talked so much.
Hidalgo can't cook.
Good defense by Ashlyn Jackson using her size.
Transition bucket!
Toby Fournier, reigning ACC Rookie of the Year, not looking like a rookie anymore, looking like one of the best players in the league.
Fournier back to Taina Mair. Hannah Hidalgo, watch out! Notre Dame hasn't had a bucket in 2.5 minutes. Taina Mair changing that. It has been 5 minutes since Duke had a field goal. Hidalgo over to Prosper, pulling up at the elbow. Nelson leaves it just short.
But that was Notre Dame pushing the pace, not having to run a set in the half court.
They did count it as a fast break bucket.
On and run. In this second half, Duke has come back and responded. And Ashlyn Jackson, you've seen a lot of emotion from her today.
8 minutes away from their first ranked win of the season. Hidalgo lets it fly. Jackson working on Prosper. Fournier goes up through a double team. Cole's waiting on the backside. Put back.
And she's really liked how this team has stayed together through that adversity.
Yeah, she told us it's challenged relationships, and they have grown closer. Jackson got it back. Prosper knocked it away. Duke hasn't had a field goal in almost 3 minutes. Fournier running the floor. The kick to the corner to Riley Nelson.
The second leading scorer in the country open like that, and then Toby Fournier, that pass. So impressive. Riley Nelson knocked
8 threes today for Duke. Prosper's is short. Hannah Hidalgo with the offensive rebound. She'll try the triple. Ooh, there it is.
We've had back-to-back threes in this game. You can't leave. Lawson is loving it.
Seven seconds. Hidalgo wants another triple. It rattles out. 3 minutes to go. Mair sinks it.
Duke has hit big threes time and time again in this game. Excellent passing. Taina Mair.
The swat by Delaney Thomas.
The block on the other end. This has been a great performance too from Mair. 21, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Coles got around Thomas that time. Duke not afraid to eat up some of this clock.
Beautiful, just
wow.
beautiful basketball. Yeah. UNC team, so it doesn't stop in ACC.
Yeah, that lineup, North Carolina, then Louisville, who might be one of the best teams in the ACC, and then UConn. Notre Dame trying to get a bucket here on the inbounds, and they do from Taina Mair. 15.8 showing on the clock. It's a Duke team that's been through a lot of adversity, but that adversity has made them better. Duke just got its first ranked win of the season.